Hello there. I'm here to prove Lansford Hastings guilty. There are several reasons behind that. He had advertised his trail before he had even rode on his trail, got on his trail. And he had never done his trail by wagon. He had sent letters when people were already halfway through the trail, convincing them to carry on. He left a note saying he would come and get them, but he did not wait for everyone to get there in time. He has said that his trail would have cut 350 to 400 miles off of the regular trail, and it actually took longer than the regular trail did. He was a very greedy man. The only reason he made his trail was to sell his land. Yeah, that's it.
I'm here to prove that Lansford Hastings is not guilty. One of the reasons he's not guilty is there are only 11 wagons that went on the Hastings Trail. After the Donner Party got advice to go back, they still used the shortcut. They were told to wait for Hastings, but didn't. They also left a week late. They also had a bigger wagon that made the oxen slower. They took 5 days to rest, and 4 would have made them get over the mountain quicker. They could have walked up the mountain through snow instead of trying to use wagons. And then Hastings couldn't predict the weather, and the snow came earlier that year. And George Kleiman said specifically not to go on the trail after he'd already been there. And they still went ahead.
We're here once again to prove Lansford Hastings guilty, and the other party had addressed that we took a 5-day break and we were very weak and exhausted. We needed that to carry on. And they said that the weather couldn't have been predicted. They were right, it couldn't have been predicted, but the weather wouldn't have been a factor if Lansford Hastings wouldn't have promoted and convinced us to keep on carrying on. And they said that we could have ditched the wagons, but the wagons had very important and vital supplies that it carried in it, and we already had women carrying babies on the trail, and so, yeah, we needed those.
Yeah. When they said that the trails did not did not make it shorter, they did cut miles, but because of the weather, it made it longer. And then people before them specifically said not to take the shortcut, anyways did, which that could have prevented them death and having to eat each other. Some people had horses instead of wagons. They could have put stuff on the horses. It would have been much easier than using wagon wheels that couldn't grip the snow. And then people weren't forced to go on the trail. And when people told them not to, they still did. And weather did hurt them because it made it a lot longer.